Alright, our YouTube family and friends out there, we're back.
13 subscribers.
Yeah, with our, and thank you for the 13. We appreciate them. We're back. We are getting ready to leave out. We got to find our fuel tank mounted down here. I welded it a while ago. Don't beat me up too bad on the welds. I'm not
He's
a
not
welder.
a welder.
And I can't see all that good anymore.
Only the one eyeball.
Yeah, well, I can't see any good anymore. Even if I could see better when I had one when I got that put out. Yeah, we got our fuel pump right here. I've had it for a couple of years. I just hadn't put on anything. It was in my garage there. I've had it for a couple of years. They were so expensive. That's why it took me so long to afford a fuel tank, because the fuel tank's so expensive. I mean, you can get a lot of money just in a fuel tank and a pump, like ASAP. When if you just go buy them. Yeah, ASP. I'm not kidding you. But we got this mounted down good to where it won't go nowhere. I don't know if I'm gonna mount this down on here, or if I'm just gonna throw a strap around it or something. I don't know. But we're gonna run the RV off of this, because the generator that was on the RV, I probably messed it up when I got the RV. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I did. I'm not gonna say I didn't. But anyway, we couldn't get it to run, so we got this. It's a little one, but it's gonna work. We're just gonna take our plug-in off our RV and bring it around and about and plug it in here and let this run while we're on the road. That way we can run the air conditioner in the RV, and we won't have to run the air conditioner on the motor.
It gets hot.
Yeah, because it gets hot in there. But the air conditioner in the RV works great.
Yes, it does. It will freeze you out.
Yeah. So we got them. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna mount this down or if I'm gonna just throw a strap around here or something. We're gonna put this. We're gonna put our pump on there now.
I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah, I've had it for a while. There's our hose. Hoping it's long enough to get over. Oh, our fuel tank is over there.
On the other side, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be long enough. I'm glad I've done that the right way. Didn't even think about that. Got our electrical here. I'm hoping it's got some alligator clips. I don't know if I got it. After I'm get some alligator clips for it, I don't know. This goes on here like that, and this goes on. It stretches out right here. I have to make sure there ain't no dirt and mice or anything here. I don't see none.
That's how long you've had it.
Yeah. We're probably going to have to find some kind of a lock to put on it, just to keep people honest, because I don't want to fill this up, park at a RV parking spot, and then wake up next morning and not have none. The only thing a lock does is just keep honest people out of it. That's all of our stuff that goes on the pump, and there is no alligator clips in there, which is great. I mean, it's paid $50,000 for a pump, and you don't even get a 5-cent alligator clip. Here's the pump right here. This is the pump right there. And I think that's all the stuff that's in here. Yeah. Besides the bolt that fell in. So that's trash. Alright, we take this pump over here. Hold on a minute. I gotta get this part right here. It's got holes in the side here. That way, you stretch it out like this. And when you screw it on the bottom of your pump, you stretch it all the way out. And when you put it in the tank, it hits the bottom, and then you push it down like that. And that makes sure it goes all the way to the bottom. But the holes here are so fuel can get through there. It's not, because it'll be flat on the bottom here, and the fuel will go through them holes right there. That way you can get your fuel out of the tank. That's why you always stretch it out when you put it on here, When you put it in there, it hits the bottom. And that way it's where it needs to be at whenever you're done with it. You got a little Teflon here. Take your Teflon. Make sure you go the right way with your Teflon. It's right and the wrong way.
Don't you go backwards?
You have to, I act like I'm screwing something on there. But this is the way you want to go with it. You go to the right with it when you put it on there, like this. It'll just be like you're screwing a nut or a collar or something on there. That way you know you're going the right way with your Teflon. If you go the wrong way, it'll just spin it off whenever you try to put it on your pump.
So basically you go backwards. You go the opposite direction than the way that you actually screw it on
If you were going to like screw a nut on here, you'd be going this way. That's the way you put your Teflon.
You go with it.
With it.
Okay.
Yep. You take this, put it in here. This, I gotta find my pipe wrench. I bet Anthony. All he got is, I'll be right back, guys. I got a pipe wrench over there. Toolbox. It's a Menard special.
Master Force.
Yep. So you
lifetime warranty.
Make sure you bite this part of it here. It's made to bite. If you bite here or here, you might. Of course, it ain't no good about here. If you bite right here, you might mash that a little bit, and that. So you bite right there where it's got the rivet or ridges right there. That's where you want to bite it at. And it ain't got to be extremely tight. Just a little bit snug. It's got Teflon on it, so it ain't got to be real tight. Of course, you're not going to get it too tight with a little pipe wrench you got going on here. What is that, a 14? Yeah. Alright. And you don't really have Teflon on this, but I do, because you don't want the water seeping through there. So, I always Teflon these. Just to keep the water out of it. Hold that up, Mom. Just to keep the water from getting in your fuel. Especially up here in North Dakota, because it snows. Snow will pile up right there, and then it'll melt, and you could get some water that way in there. So just a little bit, that's all it takes. And then, like I said, you want to stretch this part out like so. So you get that, you're going to stretch it out like that. That way you know it's going to go all the way to the bottom. You see it hit right there. And when it goes in, dang it, that's, this piece right here is in the way. I may have to bend this out of the way, of course. Brand new tank, and I'm already going to have to, I guess,
modify it.
I just snip that off with the grinder.
It's not necessary, is it?
No, not unless it's full and you have to pick it up. But yeah, I'm just going to snip that off. Alright, we're back. A little bit of delay there. We went to Menards, got some alligator clips.
That's a clamp, not a clip. Anyway.
I've been calling them alligator clips for 52 years now. They'll always be alligator clips. Anyway, this is too long. This tank is too shallow. So this is too long. It wouldn't go all the way down and wouldn't thread in there. And this, I think I've seen that a while ago. This is in the way. So we went to Menards and I got this 2-inch nip we're going to put here, and a collar we're going to put here, and then screw this on top of there. So
raise it up a little bit.
To raise it up, to make sure this gets to the bottom, and make sure we don't have to cut this. I was going to cut this off with the grinder, just snip it off. I don't need it, but I really don't want to do that. So we're going to Teflon this stuff. So when you put Teflon on there, it's pretty well go. The way I do it, I think you screw this on this way like this. So that's the same way you want to put the Teflon on. The same way you're going to screw that thing there on. So. And I think this Teflon is made for gas too. If you don't have gas, Teflon for gas, it'll just melt. It won't do you no good. So that there, and the same thing up here. So you don't take much Teflon, 1 or 2 wraps. So I should have got it.
And the fireworks begin.
I know, and it's daylight.
Yeah, they started yesterday during the day.
They're shooting them in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know if this 14 is going to get big enough to fit this or not. Yeah. It is pretty tight here.
What's your hair?
Yeah. It's pretty tight enough right there. And then, like I say, put this back out. And put this in here. And tag bottom there. And now you got plenty of room to turn this in there. Like so. I like to have it the other way. I'm facing like this, I think. Like that. 90 here, because you don't want to just screw your hose in there and bend it and break it or kink it. So we're going to put some Teflon on this. This is Teflon that comes with it. There. Put it in here.
You can use the end of your pipe there, wrench. The end of it, like a cheater pipe.
No, because I don't want to mess them
Oh.
up. Make it up, still too small. Kind of want this tight because there's going to be a little bit of pressure on this. And I guess
Is it going to go all the way around?
Facing like that. I don't want it facing the other way. I don't want it facing straight back, I don't think. No, just face it.
Oh, you turn the whole thing.
The whole thing in. That are not leaking for sure. Holy smokes. Like they had an aneurysm right there. Right there. And then you want the hose. That's just going to be a ground wire there.
Is that your on-off valve there?
Yeah. We take the hose next. And I don't have any cutter or a knife.
I got scissors in the RV.
I got a knife over there. I'll be right back. Put this here. Maybe this is going to be long enough. Hold that right there, Mom. Because I do not want to have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long enough?
It'll be long enough. Alright, so you want Teflon. Glad we bought some more Teflon. I'm gonna Teflon this right here.
Yeah, they don't give you enough, do they?
No, they're very
skimpy.
Yeah. All you gotta do is turn it straight. You hold it straight and turn it to the right. So all you gotta do is start it. Yep, that's it. Guarantee you'll start every time. If it's straight, you turn it to the right.
Mm-hmm. Don't beat the RV up.
Okay.
It's had enough.
You got beat up in that hailstorm.
Sure did.
Okay. I'm gonna tighten this right here. Like I said, make it up, and steel teeth. Okay. There we go, that ought to be tight enough. Alright, and then we'll Teflon on this side. Here on there. You can buy these separate. That'll when you mash them, it'll click in like a regular gas pump, and then it'll click itself off. The ones like this don't click themselves off. You have to sit there and hold it. That's why there's no button to hold it on there like a regular gas pump, because it won't turn itself off. So you have to physically hold it. I mean, you can put a rock or something underneath there, but when it fills up, it's just going to sit there and keep running. That's why it doesn't
waste your gas.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't have a thing on it to keep it open. I'm going to turn this thing where it'll go in there. I don't know if I got enough. I'll probably have to get some more stuff. Anyway, that's made up good enough there. I think that'll. Alright, now then we got to put together
got a hanger? Is that what that thing is?
This is on off.
That.
This?
No.
This.
That. That's the hanger?
Yeah, this right here and that right there, I think. This is the on and off switch here. So, off, on and off. Yep. Right there. And that is. This is going to go here. Other way, dummy.
Backwards, Dad.
Yeah, because it's got a light, it's locking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a locking nut. You can see them little dilly bobbers on there. And I thought I had a crescent out here, but I bet I put it back.
Yep, I think you did.
Got my crescent. I ain't found it.
Oh, I thought you were looking for your ratchet.
Well, that thing's definitely not made to come off there. Holy smokes. Pretty tight right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna break it. Alright, down there. And then this. This is to lock that on here together. We can't pull it. Yes, you can put it
in one of those 3 holes there.
Either like that or like that. So we're gonna put it like that.
Like that?
Like that. Facing downwards in the downward part. Tighten this up.
And ratchet.
Good. Like that. And this will hang in here.
Ah.
And then you can lock, throw a lock in this and lock it on there. And lock, and they make it turn it on. You're supposed to lock that in that way they can't turn on something. I don't know. Anyway, you lock it in there and keeps people.
I'm sure the instructions say all that.
But you can take this and you just have it on there like that. Just gonna kind of have to be like that.
Well, I got bungee cords still.
Yep. Now wiring it, you got the 2 wires right here. Come out. Of course, that's going to be your ground, and that's going to be your hot. And cut this.
Dad, it's a day without wind. Believe it?
I know when it's hotter than a $2 pistol out here.
Mm-hmm.
Hotter than 2 mice in a wool sock. I ain't kidding you. I got some wire and pliers somewhere.
They're not the ones in that bottom drawer in there?
Probably.
That's what I thought they were whenever I saw them today. But he's got to do things the hard way.
Yeah, I'm going to end up cutting the finger. I'll end up bleeding before it's over with, I'm sure. Alright. And then you take this, slide your wire through here, like so. There's a cavity back here that they got bolted on there. You can take it off if you want to, you ain't got to. You take your ground right here, and the wire nuts they give with you.
With it.
With it.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, yep.
So you can take this piece off and put those in here.
Yeah, but I think you can do it without taking that off. I think. May I take it off? Hope I don't.
Is this what y'all have on the crew trucks?
Yeah, but theirs are 15 gallons per minute. This is a 20 gallon per minute. Anyway, cram all this stuff. I'm probably going to have to take that off or cut back more to give myself more room. I'm going to have to take these back off.
Because he has to take that off.
Thought that they might cram in there, but they don't cram. Don't just ram and cram. Alright. So we take these off here.
Well, I can't see on myself. That.
I got another one over there I got to take off. So.
Oh, this down here?
Yep. This one right here.
My heel?
them out so I don't lose them. I'll put these wires through here. And then take, you don't have to do it right now, I don't guess, but
Woo.
take this piece here, screw it in here like this.
It looks crooked.
It is. Yeah. If you hold it straight and turn it to the right, it'll start every time. I ain't kidding you. Every time it'll start. So now you got that done, because it takes you a little longer to do it because you got to do it twice. We do it right because we do it twice. Come on.
You just had it.
I'm finna cut it off. Okay. And this right here. Like so. Like so. And just kind of leave that hanging right there. Get the other end. This end. This end.
Sorry, I was focusing.
That you were. You was not paying attention to what
No, I
I
was
doing.
not.
Nope.
Focusing on the other end.
Cut this back here. Yeah, cut enough back so it'll go across the battery. Usually this is a 10-minute deal, not a 10-hour deal. But it is what it is today, I guess. See, that ain't enough to go across the battery, so you gotta peel it back a little farther. About right there.
If he gets through this unscathed, it'll be a miracle.
Yeah, it'll be the first time for everything. So far, there is no blood. It's not because I haven't been trying. Okay. Take your alligator clips.
What are they?
Yes. Peel you a little bit back right here. Should have just took my time and got my pliers, but I didn't.
No, don't do it the easy way. The quick way. Make it the hard way. Where you're for sure to cut yourself.
Yeah, well, I've peeled that finger a couple times.
Yeah, how many times have you smashed that one thumb? You lost count, haven't you?
It don't even grow back right.
No.
It's fine though. Missing an eye, half a thumbnail, it didn't matter.
Chainsaw chain wrapped around your leg.
It's okay. It's all fun
Glass
and
under
games.
your arm.
It's all fun and games.
Okay, you lose an eye.
Yeah. Okay. Take the alligator clips. The way I do is I put black on black and red on red. That way I don't get confused.
Well, obviously. Duh.
Duh. Was hoping to leave today, but I had to work this morning.
Which means you didn't get to do any of this until now.
3 o'clock started, I think.
So
Have
we're going to
fun
leave maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Which will be fine. No traffic on the road.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yep. Mash this down right here. Mash this down right here. You might could mash that down there a little bit, like that. All right.
See, that was better.
Yeah. Mash this down right there. Bring this one over. Mash it down right there. And then give this a little mash right here. Little mash right there. I'm gonna slide this over. And you hide all that. Don't even never mash. See that? Okay. Now then.
Alligator clip is ready.
The alligator clip is ready. We'll leave that like that because we're going to test it. Thought we had a good battery in the garage, but it turned out not to be a good battery to test the pump with. So I got to move the RV out of the driveway, back to 52 over here, where it's going to stay while we're on vacation, and take the battery off that, because I do not want to buy
another battery.
We done bought too many batteries. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull it over here out of the way and get the battery off of the 52. And then we'll set it there and turn it on, turn it off, just see if it pumps. And then whenever we leave, we'll fill it up with gas. Gas, not diesel.
Gas. Ain't
Ain't got no gas in it right now. We got the 52. Put it back in the driveway where it's going to stay for the next couple of weeks unless Anthony wants to take it to the car show. There's supposed to be a car show in Medora or somewhere over there. I think he might come get it. But he'll have to bring a battery because I got the battery off of it. Because I thought I had a good battery here, but I didn't. Anywho, we're going to do checking right here. Right here. And let's see what comes on. Alright, it comes on. Good. That means I ain't got to mess with that no more. Put this back together here.
With screwdriver?
Yeah. Good Lord, she's running over something. I ain't kidding you. Get off that driveway. Okay, just kind of wad all that stuff in there, like so.
They don't give you enough room, do they?
They don't give you very much. It's like these things are cheap, so they don't give you much, but they're not cheap. Promise you. Get that red handle, that big screwdriver, red screwdriver out of here. That's probably crossed, that'd be great. This back on there. I think I actually did cross this other one. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, it was crossed.
Still?
Crossed. No, it was, but it's not now. Okay. That's tight. That's tight. Mama, hand me put this back and hand my crescent, will you?
I wasn't quite sure. Was not 100% on that one.
Tighten this piece up right here. Keeps everything kind of waterproof. Probably should have Teflon that, but we didn't. That green wire we got is supposed to go there, but we probably could put it there and put it somewhere on the trailer or something, but it's grounded pretty good. That, and then you tighten up this piece here, and that mashes it together where there's a little rubber dilly bobber in there that seals against this. It keeps water and stuff out of there. You ain't got to be all that tight. That's pretty tight. And there you go. One 12-volt pump hooked up to our spare fuel tank. Anyway, that's probably all for this video. It probably wasn't very interesting, but you know, if y'all don't mind, like, if you want to, share, if you want to, subscribe, if you want to.
Leave a comment.
Yeah. I know every time you see a video, everyone is like, share, subscribe. It's all you ever hear on a lot of them, and most of them say it before you even see the video. How am I going to like it if I haven't even watched the video yet? But anyway, we appreciate all y'all. Appreciate our people out there. And thank y'all again for being on this video. We'll see y'all in the next one.